According to the Industry Association, 160 million people visit a convenience store every day. And on average, 20 times a day, a vehicle crashes into a storefront, causing damage or injuries or even death. It's been happening for years, but why does it keep happening? Lisa Guerrero went looking for answers.
You might want to keep a lookout when you're buying your next Slurpee. Records show storefront crashes like these are happening at 7-Eleven stores across the country.
A 7-Eleven in Western Oregon was badly damaged when a car drove through the front door.
Police say that driver didn't even have a license. Watch as this vehicle plows through a 7-Eleven, narrowly missing a customer standing at the register. Another shopper had to be carried out on a stretcher. And this unlucky customer was sent flying after this car plowed through the front entrance of another 7-Eleven. 6 other shoppers also suffered injuries.
It was instantaneous.
Terry Sizemore was paying for gas inside this California 7-Eleven when suddenly this SUV smashed through and mowed her down.
Oh my God.
I know.
Like that.
Yeah. And then I'm underneath the car. She dragged me.
She says she's lucky to still be alive.
Instead of hitting the brake, she hit the gas. And then she panicked, and we think she floored it because she came in very fast.
When you go into 7-Eleven, you expect to walk out with a product, not leave in an ambulance.
She and her attorney, Chris Dolan, reached a settlement with 7-Eleven where she was hit.
When we got into the case, I expected we'd find some other incidents. We were blown away with the number of incidents that were happening at 7-Elevens. So much so that we thought, this is screaming to the company, you need to do something to protect your customers.
So why do these storefront crashes keep happening at 7-Elevens nationwide?
7-Eleven is kind of the poster child because they have 2 things. One, there's a lot of stores, and 2, they've done a very poor job of protecting them.
Rob Ryder is the co-founder of the Storefront Safety Council, a safety advocacy group.
There's no barrier here.
He says crashes like these happen at other convenience stores across the country too.
There's about 155,000 convenience stores in the U.S. They get hit 20 times a day. So 20 times a day, a vehicle will run into a convenience store.
Adam Sivia says he was standing out front of this convenience store at a Shell gas station in New Orleans when a driver plowed into him.
It just happened all of a sudden.
Surveillance video shows a blue SUV smash into Adam and his friend, then it flees the scene. His friend limps away on one foot, but Adam says he lost so much blood he flatlined for close to 10 minutes before paramedics revived him.
I just remember sitting on the ground, back up against the wall, then just kind of slowly slumping over. And then woke up a few days later in the hospital without my legs.
The kindergarten teacher has since made a remarkable recovery. He's learned to walk again on these state-of-the-art prosthetics.
It turns out there's a very simple solution that experts say would help reduce the vast number of injuries and fatalities from storefront crashes every year. They're these concrete posts called bollards.
They're incredibly effective. You put in some very simple bollards. You know, it's a barrier that's inexpensive. You put 2 in at each parking place, and no one's going to be able to go over the curb ever again.
Adam is now suing that Shell station where he was hit for negligence, saying they should have put up bollards to protect customers after a different driver crashed into the store 2 years before his incident. They deny any wrongdoing.
It's really surprising to learn about these type of accidents and how frequent they happen.
In a statement, 7-Eleven says safety is a top priority, and they say while there are no nationwide bollard regulations, they've begun implementing an ongoing storefront safety initiative to retrofit thousands of their stores with those perimeter safety bollards.
The Dolan Law Firm. We're the best lawyers we hope you'll never need. DolanLawFirm.com.